Hey, hey, it is Sister Self Care Sunday, y'all. And we are live. It's the first Sunday of August. Listen,
Yeah,
time is going fast.
I am telling you, boy, it'll
Woo!
be over. I mean, we know that we have August, September, maybe, for the warm months, but I'm telling you, it will be over before you even know it. We'll be back to the
Absolutely.
winter time again. It's like, oh, that part right there is so depressing.
But that's why we have to slow down, ladies. Slow down.
Yes.
We have to slow down and we just sometimes you have to sit and just be still and just soak it up.
Yes.
There's always going to be things on our to-do list, y'all. Always something to do. But you have to make time to just soak up the sun, soak up the good weather, spend a few minutes in it. I can tell you, it feels so good, y'all. When I get out there on that patio and
Yes.
just sit, it's just peaceful just to be in and see how beautiful the sky is. So we hope everybody is doing good. Denise, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I didn't feel, 100% today, but hey, I'm glad to be among the land of the living. So,
Amen.
hey,
Hey, listen, amen. Um, I know that's right. And so, today's topic, y'all, we're talking about you are the sauce, reclaiming your confidence and showing up boldly.
yes.
So when we talk about, your confidence, um, let's talk about some signs, some common signs that you might be doubting yourself. You might not fully understand just how much weight your sauce actually carries. So here are a few signals, ladies. First, how many of y'all continue to second guess yourself often? Almost on everything. Like you're so indecisive. You can't decide what to wear. You can't decide, if you're at a restaurant, you're very indecisive on a lot of things. You're not sure how you feel about how you look. I mean, y'all know when it's taking you a little too long to find something because every time you put something on, you like, I don't know if this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you downplay your wins. Ladies,
Yes.
stop doing that. Somebody gives you a compliment and you like, it was nothing. Or, oh, this whole thing. Listen, sis, accept that compliment. Accept
Mm-hmm.
that compliment. Some of us find it hard out there to accept people telling you something good about yourself, right? Just accept it. Accept it. Or you avoid new opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fear get in the driver's seat and steer you right past opportunities. It could be a job and you're like, I'm not going to apply for that because I probably won't get it. Probably won't. Well, you definitely not going to get it if you don't apply, you know, or, if it's a trip you want to go on and you're like, well, I don't have nobody to go with. Don't don't discourage your own self, y'all. You got to
Yeah.
stop that. And the fourth one is you shrink or you silence yourself in meetings or relationships. You shrink
That's a good
or
one.
silence yourself in meetings or relationships. I mean, I can remember a time, y'all. This is going way back, like way back. When I was young, I never forget I was dating somebody and his family, they owned like this after hours place going way back after hours, and they like to play cards, right? They playing cards, and before he took me, he was like, well, you want to go with me? Now I really didn't want to go.
Well,
i
you shouldn't have
really
went. Yes.
I really didn't want to go. I was like, okay, yeah. No, I didn't want to go. When I tell y'all I was so miserable because I was sitting up there, they playing cards, and I'm just like elbow fall. When you put your elbow up and you fall asleep, and I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, so that was an example of me like silencing what I really, how I really felt because I wanted to go along and get along. When I'm sure in retrospect, he probably would have been fine with me saying, yeah, I just go home.
Mhm.
I just go home. Or what about when y'all in the meeting? Like, Denise, have you ever did that? Like, you're in a meeting and they may be talking about a topic and you might have some good ideas or something, but you don't say anything because
Yeah.
of the people that was in the room. You like, okay, I'm just gonna hold my peace.
Yeah. I
So
think we all have done that.
yeah, yeah. And the other one is you compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to others. So it could be something you want to do, and you're like, I'm not going to do it because I see somebody else is already doing it, and look how good she is in doing it. You never should compare yourself. The one thing I've learned throughout the years is you don't know that person's journey and the things that they had to do to get them where they are, right? You just see the finished product. So if you're just starting out doing something, don't compare yourself who's starting out with somebody who's seasoned,
Mhm.
because your journey is very different. Your story is very different. And the good thing is you're the author of your own story. The other thing they have is don't set boundaries. You're a person who don't set boundaries. You're afraid to disappoint people. You want people to like you. You're
Mhm.
the person that shows up for everybody all the time. You always ripping and running. You exhausted when you get home. You rarely do something that's really about you. And you find yourself just busy all the time because you're showing up for everybody else.
Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
just running yourself ragged. Well, what they gonna do if I don't do this? Or what about, they need me. You need you.
Mhm.
You.
Mhm.
And then the last thing is waiting for permission to pursue something you already desire.
Mhm.
How many of y'all, you know, are sitting around with gifts and talents, and y'all could be asking other people, well, what you think? Should I really do this? Or, well, now is not the time because of this. Or maybe I should wait because of that. Or, you know what I mean? So, y'all, these are just some of the common signs of, what it means when we need to work on that confidence. Denise, what you think?
I think that's, absolutely, correct in regards to, what we do, uh, to, downplay, our confidence in ourselves and everything. So now sometimes, people feel called out, and we all, have been there, and we've all felt that way before. And when you do feel that, the good thing about it is that confidence is actually a muscle. So
Mm-hmm.
confidence is a muscle that you could build on. So, like you said, the pleasing people, and that used to be me. And I was a people pleaser up until age 28. That was me running myself ragged all the time. It's just like, this person needed me to do this. This person needed me to take them here. I need to do this. Can you do that? Can you do this? And that was me just running around like a hamster on a wheel. And till one day I said, you know what? No, enough is enough. And at that point, I stopped caring about what people thought about me. And that's the thing, when you want to be a people pleaser and please everybody, it's all about, oh, well, I want them to think that I could do this and I'm superwoman and I could do that, and this, that, and the other. But it is not, that's definitely something that you definitely do not want to do. And
Absolutely.
you just gotta, stop, So let me just ask you guys, when was the last time that you really felt confident?
Oh, that's a good question. I see we have Dehav Dehaviland Dehaviland on YouTube, and while everybody else is commenting, I want to say that she says good evening, girl. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
And she was saying she has these symptoms like all the time,
Mhm.
like all the time, and so welcome. Thank you for joining. So what do y'all do? What was the question? What do they do? When was the last time they felt confident?
When was the last time that they felt confident?
Oh, well, while they thinking about that, we also have folks on Instagram, and we have Boozer Carmela on Instagram. So when was the last time y'all felt confident?
Mm-hmm.
Really confident, right? Like Denise, what's the situation? Like when was the last time like you really felt confident?
Well, I would say that feeling confident, like I would just say like, I try to feel confident like every day. Especially if it's something that I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if it's something that I'm not sure of, I always look it up. I always will look it up and see if, what I'm stating is truthful or not. And so, that's what that's a lot of times, what I'll do too to make sure, that I because I don't want to tell somebody a lie, and I do want to be truthful in the things that I'm saying, to them. And so at work, I feel confident in some of the things that I know that are wrong, and trying to see if there's ways that we can, fix some things. um,
Yeah. Yeah.
in relationships, with my family and, friends and stuff, you definitely want to build that muscle and just, everything that you do, just feel confident in it.
Well, so I think when we talk about confident and feeling confident, I think it goes into also how you feel about yourself, right? So
Exactly.
I know when I'm feeling good about myself, like lately, y'all, I just been feeling good about myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm feeling good about myself, I'm feeling confident
Yes.
what I'm doing, because I'm thinking about like if I have to meet new people, and if
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling confident when I'm meeting new people, then it's easier for me to really interact with them on a genuine level and not feel anxious. Because there are times, y'all, when I don't feel confident and I'm at a networking event and it's all new people, that's a muscle again I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do is, in those instances that I want to feel confident, I always go back to saying, you know what, these are people just like I'm people. And,
Exactly.
there are always things we can find in common, but it does start with how you feel about yourself. So I want you ladies to really think about, when was the last time you really felt confident? Was it when you went shopping? Was it
Mm-hmm.
when you went out and you put on that cute outfit?
Yeah.
Everybody has that one outfit you put on and you like, yes, I just feel good. Like it
Mm-hmm.
right
Exactly. Exactly.
compliments me. Or is it after you go to the hair salon? How
Mm-hmm.
when y'all go to that hair salon and y'all get up out that chair and that
Yeah.
hair bounce and y'all like, somebody talk to you, you like, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hair just bouncing, right? So, or if you get that new purse or you get your nails done and you're like, girl,
Mhm.
what? You try to show your nails off. You're like,
Yep.
yeah,
Mani pedicure. Yep, the pedicure. Yeah.
so,
So
so think about that. But that was a good question, Denise,
now
on,
let me just ask you this too.
yeah.
Uh do any of you ever feel like you talk yourself out of good things? Like there we do this all the time, whereas sometimes we feel that we don't deserve for something good to happen to us.
Well, when you talk yourself out of good things too, it's a lot of times when you got a gift and you got an assignment, right?
Mhm.
And you always got an excuse on why you not doing it.
Exactly.
Like,
That's true.
well, I can't do it right now.
Mhm.
But see now you're putting yourself last,
Mhm.
you
So
know,
true.
making excuses on why you're not getting stuff done. But
Yep.
that's a good question. I know I
Mhm.
talk myself out of stuff. I
Mhm.
talk myself out of stuff. Sometimes we're comfortable in our job, and this is a testament to me, and I don't know how many other people can relate to this, but in the job I used to work at, I just got comfortable. I mean, let's face it,
Complacent. Complacent.
you get complacent, you get comfortable,
Yes.
and you like, it's easy breezy. I could do this job with my eyes closed.
Mhm.
But there
Mhm.
was no challenge, right? So
Exactly.
you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're becoming stagnant,
Mhm.
right?
So true.
So, you know, you see, again, it goes back to that other example. Are there jobs out there you won't apply for?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, well, you're like, well, I'm working remote now, and maybe I can't find another job. You won't even know if you can find another job because you ain't even look, you ain't even applied, you don't even know, right? Or you're like, I really want to go for this contract, but I don't know. And next thing you know, time is ticking and you don't apply for the
Mm-hmm.
contract. So now you'd have missed out on the contract, not because you couldn't qualify for it, but you talked your own self out of it.
Yes.
Right
Yeah.
out of it. It's the same thing. We do the same thing when it comes to I don't know how many single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. I don't know about all the single ladies out there, but any single ladies out there, sometimes, we talk ourselves out of, if you're ready to meet somebody, you can talk yourself out of meeting a really good person because you go, there's no good people out there. Well, guess what? You're going to find a bunch of no good people because that's what you're putting out there.
Yes.
We have to start thinking positive thoughts. We
Exactly.
are talking confidence. It's really how we feeling about ourselves. Confidence means how much do we believe in our own selves?
Yes.
How well do we believe in our own selves? So I would challenge all of you today and ask you, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 meaning I'm confident. How good is your confidence in yourself? A scale of 1 to 5. How good is your confidence in yourself? I want y'all to think about that. And while you're thinking about that, we're going to go and we're going to get to some tips on how can you improve, your confidence. So Denise, you got 4 good tips to give them?
Yes.
Okay.
Brag on yourself daily. Write down one win every single day. Even if it's, you got out of bed and you showed up. Even if it was just that. One good thing. And it's so funny because when I do a lot of interviews, I always ask this question. And it's not, on our little interview sheet or anything of that nature. But I always ask the candidate, if we did not hire you, what would we be missing out on? And people rarely brag on themselves. That's something that you need to have down pat, all of the good things and good qualities that you have, all the good things that you do, when you're working and different things of that nature. I may have a person say one thing and that's it.
Yeah.
And you may have a whole slew of skills and different things that you do. But we've always been taught that, you don't want to be too cocky. You
And
don't
then
want to be
as women.
Right. You don't want to be
women, we've been taught to downplay ourselves. Oh, that's not ladylike. You need to be humble. Let me tell you, it's a difference between being confident, right?
Yes.
And being arrogant. That's a big difference, ladies.
Exactly.
You qualified. Talk on why you're qualified. Say that with your chest. I love that question that Denise asked.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Denise.
Okay. Another tip would be to do a posture check. A confidence check. So your shoulders should be back and your head up. When you have people that sit like this all day, or when they walk, they looking down,
or you talking to them and they looking off to the side.
Right, exactly.
Like, what you doing? Like right here, eyes up, right here.
So when you walk into a room, own that room. You know what I'm saying? Walk with confidence and, just walk in there, and everything. Ain't nobody saying that you got to walk in there like you just,
Let me tell you, y'all walk in there. Let me tell you. I can remember, like, Felicia couldn't join us tonight because she has a family birthday, but I can remember when me and my girl Felicia used to go out to this local club. Child, when you was young, you knew you had that outfit. Talked about that outfit, right, y'all?
Yes.
Put that outfit on, baby. We was like 2 peacocks strutting through there.
Right.
Shoulders back, head up. Just, have y'all ever seen that Spike Lee movies when they look like they just gliding across?
Oh yeah, you know what? He has that in all his movies.
Yeah, where they just glide.
There's a glide
When
scene.
you
Yes.
confident, it's just like you glad. You just shoulders back, head up, and
Mhm.
when you're confident and you step into that room, like Denise was saying, your energy just
Yeah.
demands that people recognize you.
Yes.
Like, don't try to creep in the room and tuck yourself into the side corner somewhere. You deserve to be seen. You
Right.
deserve to be seen.
Exactly. Exactly. And stop shrinking in your speech. So, sometimes we could do that when we say I think, or just, or, instead of, or maybes, and different things of that nature. So, you want to use positive wording as well too in your speech to let them know that you are confident. And that's basically, when you're dealing with, family, or when you're dealing with people at work, you want to just let them know, hey, I am a confident person, and I'm speaking confident.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last tip that I'm going to give is do the scary wait, what does it say? It says do the scary thing.
Yep.
And the scary thing is small first, then it's bigger. So what I used to always say is when people used to ask you to do something and you really don't want to do it, if you're not around them and they're asking you like on the phone and you be like, dang, I really don't want to do it, just say no. Just get it out. Say no, and then even if you got to close your eyes, just say no, and then open your eyes until you could get in the habit of just letting people know when you want to do something, when you don't want to do something, you know,
Absolutely.
you can just, if you're by yourself or whatever, you could even you squint your face up, do whatever, just waiting to hear what their reply of what they're going to say or what have you.
Yeah.
But, you have to do it, you
Yeah. I
have
mean,
to do it.
think of things that you're like, if you have never gone to dinner by yourself, take yourself
Mhm,
to dinner. If you've never, everybody know I travel by myself.
mhm.
When I tell you that is such a beautiful experience, y'all, take yourselves to dinner. You know why? Because you
Yeah,
deserve it. You should
exactly.
rate you. You should treat yourself like the queens that you are,
Yes.
because you're worthy. You're worthy of a good meal where you're
Mhm.
not preparing it and somebody is preparing something in your honor. You're
Yes.
worth that. You're worth, like Denise is good for this, y'all. She gonna get her massages in. She's
Oh,
gonna get her massaging. Get your massaging. You deserve to have some of that stress worked out your shoulders and your neck, and you deserve that, right? You deserve some peace. You deserve to do something that makes you smile, because those are things when you start feeling good about yourself that helps build your confidence.
yeah.
And so, as we continue to talk about confidence, affirm, affirm, affirm
Yeah.
until you believe it. You have to look in the mirror, ladies, and I
Mhm,
want y'all to
mhm.
look and speak life into yourself,
Yeah.
because words carry power, and the things that we think and say to ourselves hurt us the most. It's
Mhm.
not what the other people think about us, it's what we've internalized and what we think about ourselves that hurt us the most.
Mhm.
Tonight, I want y'all to stop it,
Yes.
cut it out,
Mhm.
and I want you to start saying, I am enough. I
Yes.
know it can be bleak. I know folks going through some stuff. I know life is lifing, but I want you to say, you know what?
Yes.
This is a process. This is only a temporary situation. This is not
Mhm.
permanent. And
Mhm.
I'm becoming the woman I want to be. Own
Yeah.
your story. Affirm, affirm, affirm.
Yes.
Don't look at life as it's happening to you. Look at life that this is happening for you. If
Mhm.
you're going through something, God, help me see the lesson in this that I'm going through. I might can't see the end of where the journey is going to end, but bless me to get the lessons along the way that I come out,
Mhm.
triumphant, right?
Yes.
Always remind yourself you are enough. Oftentimes when we are in relationships that aren't healthy for us, or we're coming out of a relationship,
Mhm.
or maybe you lost your job, you coming out of a relationship, something that makes you feel abandoned. I want you to know that you're never abandoned. You're never alone because you always have you. You always have you and you always have God. And you have to know
Mhm.
that it's how you feel about yourself that carries so much weight, y'all.
Yes.
We when people can say words that hurt you, I tell y'all this story. When my oldest son was little, he and the next door neighbor kids, they was playing and they was in the living room. And I heard the next door neighbor kid tell my son, he was like, "Your mama ugly." And so my son was like, "No, my mama not. Your mama ugly." And so after they left, I told my son, I said, "Well, baby, you know your mama not ugly." I said, I was confident. I was like, "You know your mama not ugly." I said, "But don't you don't have to tell him his mama ugly." He was like, "Well, she is. He shouldn't have said you was." I was like, "But you know I'm not." So when my kids would go off to school, I say, "Look, don't ever get mad at anybody saying anything negative about me because y'all already know.
Mhm.
Know me." And we have to think about that, y'all. People that say disparaging things about us, talk about us, lie on us, try to put us down. Guess what? They're not you.
Mhm.
They words should not carry no more weight than
Yes.
you give it. Because when you know who you are, people can say stuff and you just like,
Mhm.
clearly
As
they
the
got
old saying, as
right.
the old saying goes, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, that's what it say, but words can hurt when
Oh,
you
yes, they
power,
can.
when you give
Definitely.
them power. And so
Yes.
that's why I want you all to really affirm, affirm, affirm. I can't stress that enough. When it comes to building your confidence,
Yes.
that's going to be so important.
Yes.
Give yourself small things that you can accomplish so you can see that you're getting stuff done. If you have a room you need to clean
Mhm.
and you're like, I keep putting it off. Give yourself a timer. Put a
Yes.
timer on your phone, 30 minutes every day. You're going to do 30 minutes, go hard every day until it's finally done. And then now you've accomplished that. If it's that you want to drink water, give yourself, okay, today I'm having 4 to 5 glasses of water. Tomorrow, you try to increase it a little more. But start doing things so you can see you are accomplishing things. So speak positive and make lists of things you can accomplish. And the other thing is surround yourself with people who see you. Who see you. I have a sister circle and they see me. They love on me. They lift me up when I need it. Get in rooms to where your gifts can be celebrated, where you're with people who celebrate you and not just tolerate you. Don't feel like you need to be in places where people don't want you, where they don't see you. Like really, because I have I've been around people and they may have taken me around, some other people, and if the other people weren't very welcoming, I didn't feel bad, but guess what? I just didn't go back anymore because I don't need to be around anybody that's tolerating me. So yeah,
Yes.
you don't ever have to tolerate me because I'm not getting ready to be around nobody that I gotta tolerate. Let's be clear on that.
Mhm.
Time is precious. And who you choose to spend your time with is so important because when you're
Yes.
sharing energy with other people, like when I break bread, me and Denise, we get out. Let me tell you, we gonna laugh, we gonna eat. I don't
Yes.
care. We gonna cry together, we gonna laugh together, we gonna lift each other up. Again, get your tribe together to where you have that sisterhood, and that's why we have Sister Self Care Sunday. So if you don't have a tribe, just know every first and third Sunday we're here for you.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
you know, um, also be careful when you're around people who say they're your friends, because everybody who say they're your friends, if they take
Yes.
jabs at you, if they try to make you feel less than, if you're always the brunt of the joke,
Exactly.
remove yourself from that.
Yes. Yes.
And don't always rush to be the first person to talk about your own self because you're doing it as a defense mechanism. That
Mhm.
also is a clue that you're struggling with self-esteem and self-confidence. When people say, "Oh, just I'm just so fat," or "I'm not that cute," or
Mhm.
I'm just making it. Cut that out.
Yes.
Like cut
And
that
a
out.
good example of that, if you don't know, if you've ever watched Why Did I Get Married?
Yes,
Jill
yes,
Scott. Jill
yes,
Scott, when she was married to Mike in the very first movie, and he would say something, she would always beat him to it.
yep,
Say something negative about herself. That
absolutely.
is what she's talking about when she says, that. So,
Don't put yourself down, right?
yes,
Don't put
yes,
yourself down. Like even I had to catch myself because I just grew up. Sometimes if I do something, I'll be like, "Dang, that was stupid," But we have to stop saying that. You have to stop saying that because we speak power or death into
yeah,
our own selves. That's
yeah,
how powerful it is.
yes. That's
So
so true.
be very careful, ladies. And then the other thing is set boundaries like a queen, y'all.
Hmm,
Have
hmm.
confidence in saying no. And you don't owe anybody explanation. When people say why, it's a no. I don't owe you any explanation of why.
Exactly,
If I say
exactly.
something is no, it's just simply no. Or that
Yes.
doesn't work for me. And just let it
Hmm.
sit. If somebody's asking you something and you don't want to do it, no, I'm not available, or that doesn't work for me. And that's it. Don't
Exactly.
feel like you have to say no because you don't owe people explanations.
Yes.
Stop explaining yourself. Sometimes we over explain ourselves. I saw people
Exactly.
because I used to do that. I used to say no because it felt like I needed to justify my no. Ladies,
Exactly.
let me tell y'all, you don't have to justify your no for NT1. Let's be clear on that. You don't have to justify yourself for anyone. A no is a no is a no.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I just want y'all to. We have Andrea Waters. She says, "Good evening, ladies." Good evening. She said, "That's so
Exactly.
true. Words carry power."
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I want us to speak power over our lives.
Yes.
Speak power over your lives.
Yes.
I don't care how bleak something look.
That's right.
It's been
I
bleaker
do
times
anything.
than
That's
now.
right.
It's been a lot bleaker times than now in our
Yeah.
history. And
Yeah.
we have risen up. God has made a way and he can still
Yes.
make a way. So just don't give up because I know, again, life is life.
Yeah.
I know this. There's so much going on. So give yourself love and compassion and to build your confidence. We just gave y'all some tips
Yes.
on how to build your confidence. So I want y'all to commit that you
Yeah.
all are going to build your confident muscles
Mm-hmm.
because you're worth it. You're
Yes.
worth it.
And like
Denise,
I said, brag on yourself. Remember that. And write down something every single day. And not just one thing. If it's a day that you had numerous things, write them all down.
absolutely.
Because this is something that you need to be able to look back and to read and to see that it's in you.
And I don't care what it is. I don't care if
Yes.
you made your bed. Write
Mhm.
it down because some people are struggling with so much, y'all, on their plate
Yes.
right now that the smallest things deserve celebration. So
Yes.
if you're going through something, celebrate the smallest things because, we take for granted those things. So
Yes.
celebrate those.
Hmm.
All and make a list of what you're grateful for as well.
Yes.
So not just what you've accomplished and what you're doing, but if you did nothing else today, the fact that you woke up, you was given a gift. God gave us a gift of the present. Every time we open our eyes, don't take that gift for granted. So I
Yes.
want y'all to please, please maximize, loving on yourself, being compassionate with yourself, but uplifting yourself. Like tell yourself in the mirror, like, girl, you're gonna snap out of this.
Yes.
We're not about to go through this. You're not about to sit here and be woe is me. Let's do something constructive. Let's
Yes.
do something fun. And if
Yes.
you're going through a funk, stop listening to all them sad love songs. Turn
Yes.
off Tony Braxton because she been singing sad songs her whole career. Cut that out. If you already going through something, you don't need to hear another sad love.
Right. Right.
You don't
Right.
need to hear that. Okay. You need to hear some uplifting stuff.
Exactly.
Throw on little Kirk Franklin, throw on some Clark sisters, throw on Mary J. Blige, your upbeat Jill Scott, throw on something
Something.
that's really going to lift you up.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, y'all could find some good disco music because I ain't never met nobody who listened to disco and felt bad afterwards.
Exactly. Now, I want to also leave this question with you guys. If confidence was a person, what would it be telling you right now? If
Mm.
confidence was a person, what would that person be telling you right now?
That's a good one. So DeHavilland, I'm gonna get it right. Says that she's working on her self-care and I'm trying her. Okay, now this is what we're gonna do because DeHavilland, I have to take the word try out my vocabulary, and I'm gonna challenge you to take trying out your vocabulary
Yes.
too. Is what we doing.
Yep, that you're going to do.
We're
That
doing.
is one of the one things that I was talking about, the shrinking the words. And when you're writing that I'm trying, that maybes and
So
this,
you're doing self-care. You're not
yes,
working on it. You're doing self-care, right? You're
and you
doing
can just say you're just starting it. Hey, just starting it. That's hey, instead of saying that you're gonna try, you're starting it.
Absolutely. Keep it up. That's what we
Yes,
want. It's just so important, y'all. I can't tell y'all enough on how important, that is that we, do those things.
yes,
And so, as we get ready to head out of here, I want y'all to please share this video with other people on your Facebook and YouTube, Instagram. Share, like, comment, spread the word, because we want to use this platform as an opportunity to uplift our sisters. We love y'all, and we've been there. We know what it's like. So stop shrinking, start shining. Understand that you are the sauce. Like,
yes.
please believe you are the sauce, and your sauce is especially,
Unique.
unique, and it's
Yes,
developed just for you.
yes.
It's just for you. So your sauce is not going to look like Denise's sauce. My
No,
sauce is not going to look like Denise's or anybody else's. And that's what's so beautiful about it. But
yes,
you'll never get the full flavor of your sauce if you keep shrinking and you don't
yes,
recognize just how great you are, right? So get
yes.
this confidence going, ladies. We love y'all. Denise,
And the one good thing before we leave is that there is enough room for everybody to shine, every woman to shine. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in a group of people that they just want to shine and don't want you to shine, it's as they say, it is enough to go around. We all should be able to shine as sisters and to lift one another up as sisters and to, just push, each other and to love on one another. And, that's what we try to do, and to give, information to you guys just so that you can say, hey, I might not, on, the first Sunday and the third Sunday of the month, I definitely, watch Sister Self Care Sunday and I am feeling great and good. It's just like sometimes when we go to church, we walk out of there feeling so good in the start of our week and, and everything. So we hope that this is a platform where we're uplifting you guys and giving you tools on different things, every, first and third Sunday.
Yeah.
So as she said, spread the word. Get some of the people that's in your village, some of the women that's in your village, and be like, hey, and get these little small groups together, but we're one big mighty group.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we just want to encourage, uplift,
Yes.
educate, and let you know you're not alone. We're in this
Yes.
together, y'all, because you're the priority. And so if anybody needs, any additional support, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on, Facebook, LinkedIn, and I think there's a YouTube contact something or another. But also join us again. We're going to be here on the 17th. Yeah,
Yes.
the 17th. So y'all come on back now. You hear? Be confident. Have a good night, y'all.
All right. Bye, everybody.